Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a great and wonderful day. And this is a story that's been bringing up a lot of attention recently, and I think I have to say on it, mostly because, honestly, as you can see in the thumbnail and the description, etc., I'm getting really tired of seeing this. Honestly, I am sick and tired of it. I am tired of seeing these black kids, these degenerates, honestly being protected, the media, protecting these kids and not really putting the truth of what it really is. And that's the most annoying part here, is that these kids are being protected for all the crimes that they're doing. And I'm tired of the black community honestly being the face of criminality. Obviously, white people are committing crimes too, but every time you see a stupid or dumb criminal type thing, it's always the black community, and it's just so disgusting and disheartening to see. It's really annoying. So without further ado, here is the actual video of what this kid has done. I may have to censor some things or whatever because YouTube doesn't like violence, but you get the gist.
People and sucker punches them in the back of the head.
Yeah, this happened in Cyprus, and the video, of course, getting a lot of attention with hundreds of comments and reactions. Tonight, our Jason Miles found and talked to the young man behind the stunt.
Jason, what was his response tonight?
Well, he's regretful. Honestly, I didn't expect him to answer the door, much less come out and talk. But tonight he says he regrets the behavior so many are now condemning online. Not far from peaceful Wortham Park, where he's accused of randomly punching strangers. Do you regret it?
Yes, I do.
19-year-old Alford Lewis spoke with me about how he feels about it now.
I just made a mistake, and everybody makes mistakes.
Now, before you start having some type of sympathy for this man, because, he's a thug, and I'm always going to say that he's a thug, he's a degenerate, a piece of waste of space, this man is also known for aggravated robbery, or not, robbery and assault, etc., because what he did is that he went up to somebody, pointed a gun at their foot, and tried to rob them. Yeah, this is not the only thing that he's done. He has done other egregious and horrible things, and this man obviously, is regretful of what he did. Yeah, you're gonna really feel regretful when any normal person does not go around and smack people in the back of the head. Because, that's just not what we do. I don't know where your father is, but it doesn't seem like he's around very much, because if he was, he probably would have gave you a beating so hard that you wouldn't be able to move the next day. So, yeah, your father is obviously not around, and is probably, by a single mother.
This is the video in question, first shared with KHOU 11 via the Nextdoor app. In it, you can clearly see Lewis striking a man in the head from behind before he turns around in shock.
I know, from the video, all you see is, the bad part about it, but what people didn't see was that I shook his hand after and how I had gave the man a hug.
Right, because you gave a man a hug and shook his hand after assaulting him. Yes, because that's what you do. Hey, how about this as a scenario? Oh, I just shot somebody in the chest, and that's me going around and shaking their hand and giving them a hug, because that completely absolves everything that I did. Me shooting somebody in the chest and then, giving them a hug and shaking their hand. That absolves everything that I did. That's the good part. Yeah, you're not going to get me with that type of sympathy points. You maybe get the ladies because they feel more about emotion, but even then, I don't even think they're going to sympathize with you at all with this. The fact of the matter is that you're a criminal, you're a thug, and you need to be off the streets, because no rational person does this type of thing. Yes, because try to get on our heartstrings because you think that you hugged a guy allegedly and, shake his hand allegedly, and that is the okay be-all. Yeah, go fuck yourself, bud.
That is something we cannot verify, nor can we confirm that another man seen in the video getting punched and grabbed later left on good terms, according to Lewis.
I really didn't expect for it to just go so left,
I told Lewis that law enforcement is investigating the incident, something his mother and father were also aware of.
And your mom's probably disappointed.
Yeah, she is.
Lewis said the harsh reaction to the video will make him rethink his behavior and hopefully be a lesson for others.
Before you go out and you do anything that you feel is bad or that could look bad, make sure like people know, or just don't do it at all.
Probably good advice. And tonight I'm told the Harris County Sheriff's Office Violent Crimes Division now taking the lead in this investigation, but they may need the cooperation of the complainants or the guys you saw in that video getting punched. Reporting live tonight, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
A prank turned now potential crime. We'll see where this all goes next. Jason, thank you.
Now, I want to emphasize this real quick here. I want you guys to rehear on what she just said. Because for some unknown reason, the news media, or the garbage media, the media that always is truthful to you, apparently, is now saying it's a prank. Yes, it's a prank. Because, you know, it's something that you would just do to normal people. Because we haven't seen pranks go horribly wrong before. And we haven't seen to where pranks just completely disturb and annoy people in their lives. So let's just take a little second here and let's hear what she just said again, because I think we have to hear it one more time.
A prank turned now.
Yeah, a prank. Right, a prank. Yeah, let's just keep on. We've heard it again. It's a prank. Right. So I'm just gonna let you guys know that when you guys go and assault somebody, it's a prank. Don't worry, you could go and shoot somebody. That's a prank. Now, I think that the media is now a bunch of fools and an idiot for even remotely saying this. And I think when we go and look at this YouTube specific channel here, you'll see that this here is not what it seems to be. And I think we know exactly what that is. You see this here. This is a 1.2K. Guy regrets sucker punching random strangers at Houston Park area. Well, it's at 711 likes, and this one has a 1.2K likes. So you can kind of see the reality of everything of they don't really agree with you. They think that what you just said is stupid, and I think that is true. Now we're going to go into this here because he also had his bond raised to a measly $30,000. Yeah, that's right. It was once 10K, but now 30,000. Really weird. Take a look.
To increase his bond, Michelle Choi was the only television reporter in the courtroom. Michelle, what happened?
Yeah, today in court, prosecutors said what 19-year-old Alford Lewis admitted to doing was unacceptable and dangerous, and asked the judge to raise his initial $10,000 bond to $30,000, and the judge agreed. KHOU 11 was the only news crew to get video of Lewis as he made his first official court appearance here at the 208th. Lewis is charged with aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, a first-degree felony, and assault.
We take these cases extremely seriously at the district attorney's office, and in this case, the facts were particularly troubling. These boys were out at a park where people enjoy outdoors, are exercising, and shouldn't expect to run into any kind of trouble.
Lewis is accused of attacking two men in separate incidents at Wortham Park in Northwest Harris County last Thursday, while prosecutors say another teen filmed the attack on his phone. In one of the attacks, prosecutors say Lewis tried to rob the man of his cell phone at gunpoint and threatened to shoot him in the foot when he refused. They say Lewis then punched and choked the victim.
This man was out there doing what any citizen in Harris County would do when he was approached by these two males and robbed or attempted to be robbed at gunpoint.
In the other attack, prosecutors say Lewis is seen on video sucker punching a man in the back of the head. They say Lewis and his partner then laughed before running away.
They did this for fun. They posted it on social media, which is just simply unacceptable. And I felt given the circumstances, that the bond needed to be raised.
On Friday, KHU11 talked to Lewis, who admitted he was the guy in the video and that he regretted it.
I just made a mistake, and everybody makes mistakes.
Lewis went on to share he did it to get likes and views on social media. If Lewis makes bond, part of his bond conditions include wearing a GPS ankle monitor and being placed under 24-hour house arrest. As for the other teen, 18-year-old Kingston Miker, prosecutors say he participated and filmed the attacks. He's now in custody facing the same charges. Back to you.
Now, here's the thing. It's one thing maybe if you would want to say you was sucker punch or did assault with somebody, and that was it, and it was raised to $30,000. Okay, maybe we can possibly justify that. But when you have an aggravated robbery and and you aimed a gun at somebody, maybe, just maybe $30,000 is a little low. How about no bond? Or how about a bond that's around $500,000 to maybe $1 million, so we don't see the degenerate piece of garbage out again? Because it's really aggravating when we have a justice system that says, like, oh, here's a slap on the wrist, even though you are the one that sucker punched two people and pointed a gun at somebody along with robbery. So you are also going to try to kill them in the process. So let's just put the bond at $30,000. Our justice system is a joke. Our media is laughing themselves being as a prank, and I'm not really finding this as a very laughing matter, especially considering every single time there happens to be a black male of some instance of doing this. And again, I want to start asking why, how so many of you black women are failing at this, because there's a lot of black single mothers. Single mothers households have been proven to be horrible, and now it's showing that there is just so many of these delinquents out that you're causing a destruction in our society. And before you get all crazy like, oh, well, it's not all single mothers are bad. Yes, understandably so. Not all of them are bad. But apparently it's so bad that our society's been going downhill, and the statistics do not lie on how bad single motherhood is. We have so many outlets and places saying that, oh, go be a boss babe. Oh, go do this. Don't focus on getting kids. Don't divorce your man whenever you want. And when that happens, you end up having single motherhood and all this other debauchery BS, and then it brings down society, and then you get delinquent pieces of garbage like this. It is completely asinine. I am sick and tired of this stupidity, man. It is so exhausting seeing this, and it's so exhausting when these people do these things that they just don't get severe enough punishments for the crime that they do. It is beyond annoying, and it needs to stop. It just needs to freaking stop, so that way our society can get back on track and not have to be worried about these heathens being back on our doorstep committing these crimes again. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit frustrated, but I am so sick and tired of seeing people being released so early when they commit heinous crimes. It is atrocious to me that our justice system is doing this. It needs a complete revamp. It is a joke. It is just a complete joke. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.